We could be legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel with a new LEGO military creation, today with a Russian aircraft, the Sukhoi Su-30 SM. Let's start saying this is one of my favorite aircraft ever. The Sukhoi family I think is awesome, especially the Su-27 family, because this one is an evolution of the Su-27 flanker that I think is one of the most famous Russian aircraft ever. I already built in the past the Su-27, 35, actually also the Terminator, the 37. This one is the latest evolution of it. I think it's awesome. Okay, I know maybe I'm a little biased because I built it, but the final creation, I really love it. I love it. I don't know how else I can say it. I really love it. So before starting checking all the features that you could not see very well in the photos, a fast reminder for who is new. In the description of the video you can find the instructions for it in the PDF, so you can download the instructions for it. And if you check and find maybe like here some bright green parts, they are parts that are or not visible, or that you can choose the one you prefer, maybe because they are cheaper, they are easier to find, or maybe you already have them. In this case, for example, in bright green you can find the controls of the aircraft. If you don't like the one I choose, you can change them with any other you already have or prefer. Or another example, if we check the inside the seat, there are many other green parts, bright green parts, that are not visible, so you can choose any other color that maybe it's cheaper. While as a second premise, if you like this project, check here in the right top corner, you can find the playlist with all my other military creations, because if you like this one, maybe you can like also the others. And I think that's all, we can finally check this baby. First, here we can see two minifigures, John and Jimmy, two Russian famous names. They are our pilots for today, and they are here because of course this project is in Minifigure Scale. Before placing the minifigure inside, we can check the controls, so from here we can see them better. Let me hide the cockpit a second. Here we have the controls, so we have the controls for the pilot and the co-pilot. One thing that I really love is here the HUD, the head-up display. And here the seats, also the seats, I think they turned out pretty nice, I really love them. And we can place the minifigure inside, so John and Jimmy, our Russian pilots. So as you may notice, this is how it looks like with the pilots and the cockpit open. Now of course the cockpit can be closed. In digital of course it's a bit longer process, but in real life you have simply to push it because you have fingers, this awesome tool that we have in real life. Okay, and this is how it looks like with the cockpit closed. It's beautiful. Okay, no, okay, I stop it. Here, as you may notice, we also, I say too many times, as you may notice, I have to stop it. We have the air brake. This one is needed to slow down the aircraft, that can be opened and closed. Now it's open, but of course we will close it as well. Okay, and now we can close also the other one here. Okay, perfect. So this is, I have to stop to say it. This is the air brake closed. Then what else we do have that it's not easy to check in the photos? As little details, I hope you noticed here there's the little details here, the beacon light on the top, we have another beacon light here on the bottom, a little antenna, other beacon lights on the side because we have the green for the right, well, actually here it's easier to check, the green for the right and the red for the left. On the front we also have another sensor here on the nose that maybe you didn't notice. This little light gray part, it should be actually the air refueling pod. If you know me from a while, you are aware that usually I integrate the air refueling in the project, so you can actually extend it or close it. For this one I tried, but the whole design would be ruined by it, so it's not extendable. I'm sorry, but let me know in the comments if you think otherwise, then I'll try to find a different solution, maybe removing this part and adding it externally, so you cannot extend it, but you have to add or remove it. Maybe it can be a solution. Let me know. Here on the other side we can find something different, so here it's all in a dark bluish gray, while here is light. Why? Because we have the gun. If you check the real aircraft, it's the same, so I tried to be as faithful as possible. Here we have canards. The canards of course can move like the real one, so not only you can up and down a little, just like the real one, also rotate the canard like this. Of course we have flaps on the wings that can move like this. Let's keep it, I don't know, up. Of course on the other wing it's the same. We have the same functionality here on the tail, of course, so also on the tail can move. Other details that maybe you didn't notice in the photo, also here on the wings we have little details. This one, it's a kind, while here we have the other one. I tried to follow every little detail I found on the photos. Let's continue with the tail that ends this way. One interesting thing that is present also on my previous Sukhoi, so it's an old feature but I love it, so I want to show you. Here we have a little ball joint, so we have thrust vectoring. You can move them as you wish, so up, down, also left and right. Actually here is touching, but yes, you can move them. So you are able to move the engine as you wish, and actually you can even open and close the engine if you prefer. Another thing, here they are, this cone is in black because it's shoot down, but if you want you can choose the black when it's on the ground, or you can choose the red when it's flying. You can find in both colors. Other moving part, of course, for the tail we have this one that can move. Another feature that I integrated, the red parts, it's not my choice, but they are really red inside if you check the photos. Something interesting here, you can see the engines inside. If you don't like them or you think they are expensive and you don't want to spend money for them, you can simply remove the engine from here. But I don't know, I think it looks so nice, so why not? And finally, it's time for the landing gears. They are retractable, so you can close and open them. And I'll show you how. The first one, the front landing gear, it's actually pretty easy. Here we have also a little light, if you didn't notice. And of course, here it can also rotate like this. But what we need now is to close it. So, okay, this is the max. And it can be closed this way, and then you close the hatch. And the first one, it's closed. Pretty nice, I like it. For the back landing gears is a bit longer. As usual, I'll show you just one, the other is the same. The first thing to do is to disconnect the landing gear from this clip. This one is needed to keep it steady while on the ground. While in real life it's easier because you have the fingers. Then we have to close this one, it's not needed anymore. This one, it's here just to keep it steady as I told you before, but when it's not needed you can close it. At this point you can, here we have a ball joint that makes the movement more easy to obtain, but or you start moving it until it's placed inside here, or a faster way is simply to remove the top, then place it inside here, okay, in this space, and then close this one. As I told you before, here we have a ball joint, so you can move it as you wish, and once it's closed you can close the hatches here. The first one will stop the wheel inside, while the other one is needed simply to hide the rest of the landing gear. So we can close also the second this way, and boom, it's closed. This is how it looks with the landing gear closed. Of course, we can do the same also on the other side, and we have the aircraft with the landing gears closed. And now you are probably thinking, okay, but it's missing something. Where are the weapons? With this aircraft you'll automatically get a coupon to download also my aircraft Ordnance pack. This one to be precise. Once you get this pack, you'll also get my future weapons. So if in the future I design a new missile, a new bomb, anything, I'll add it in this pack and you'll get it automatically. So for now you have the weapons you can see here, but in the future there will be even more. For our aircraft we can choose. Here we have Russian weapons, while here they are NATO and European. But of course you can choose the weapons you prefer. Who I am to tell you which weapon to use. If you want to use a Sidewinder on your Russian aircraft, you can do it. But for now let's stick on Russian weapons. Here we may choose the K-13 anti-air missile maybe, or here the R-27M, I don't know. You can choose whatever you want. For now I choose just 2 or 3 of them. And here you can already see the hard points. We have 3 on the main wing and 3 here, 4 on the fuselage, and 2 here on the wing tip. And so on. You can use the weapons, fuel tanks, whatever you want. Here, as you may notice, we have many weapons, we have fuel tanks. Here we have also a standard pilot if you want to use it. We have a ladder to go inside the aircraft if you need it. Some different pylons. Just remember when you download the weapons here, the instructions are for one of each kind. So let's say you want 4 of this missile, you have to multiply the parts by 4. I think it's pretty obvious, but it's better to tell you. And this is how it looks like. I said it again, with the missiles. So that's it. This is my SU-30 SM creation. I hope you really like it because I love it. So I hope you at least like it. If yes, remember to leave a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, because as usual, if a comment receives many upvotes, will be probably the next creation. So it's up to you to let me know what you want to see here on the channel next. And let me also know if you want different camo of it. Now I choose this one because I think it's one of the coolest and also cheapest to recreate. But maybe if you want a different and probably maybe most expensive camo, let me know which one. And also for today that's all. I remind you again to check here in the right top corner or description of the video the playlist with my all other creations. So check them out if you liked this one, because maybe you can find something else you like as well. And see you again next time in a new video. Bye!